In the gentle hush of early morning, we meet Nora, a young woman, deeply rooted in her faith. Her steps are measured, her gaze is humble, and her heart is steady. She guards her soul with modesty, and shields her heart with boundaries, firmly believing that virtue is her greatest strength. Nora avoids unnecessary conversations, especially with men, who might blur the lines of respect and intention. Her world is simple, grounded, and clear. She knows who she is. She knows the values she must protect. It is here, within the quiet strength of her heart, that her story begins. Point one evening, a light blinked on her phone. A message, unexpected, from Omar, a fellow student, someone she had barely noticed. The words were harmless, casual, a question about university schedules, an exchange about assignments. So innocent, it almost felt natural to reply. And so, with cautious courtesy, Nora responded, not realizing that this simple message was the first ripple in the still waters of her heart. Days turned into weeks. Messages became conversations, and conversations became emotions. What started as practicality softened into laughter. What began as formality opened into comfort. Nora found herself waiting, eager for the next notification, the next moment of connection. Her heart, once guarded, now leaned toward Omar. She knew the risk. She knew her boundaries were slipping. But hope whispered, perhaps this was something more, something honest, something destined. But Nora was not blind to the dangers. Her faith reminded her that love, if true, must be noble, and respect, if real, must be clear. So one day, with quiet courage, she told Omar, "If you care, if you are sincere, then come to my father. Seek me with honor, or do not seek me at all." Her words hung in the air, steady, unwavering, yet filled with hope. But Omar's silence was louder than any answer. The days that followed were heavy. Omar did not come. He did not choose honor. He did not choose her. Nora's heart cracked under the weight of disappointment. Her chest ached with silence. Her tears flowed into the night. She had opened a door, only to find it closed with cruelty. Her soul trembled between grief and regret, between what was and what could never be. But in the shadow of her sorrow, a light appeared, a friend, gentle, wise, patient. Her words were soothing, like a balm for Nora's wounds. "You are not broken," she said. "You are learning. Your pain does not define you. It refines you. Do not let this sadness chain you. Rise with your faith. Heal with patience. Trust that something greater awaits you." And so, Nora chose healing. She returned to prayer, with a heart both heavy and hopeful. Each moment of reflection restored a fragment of her strength. Each whispered prayer washed away the bitterness. She surrounded herself with light, with friends who lifted her spirit, with words that reminded her of her worth. Slowly, her wounds began to close. Her soul began to rise. Her faith became her refuge, her shield, her strength. Nora discovered that true strength is not in holding on to what breaks you, but in releasing it and trusting the greater plan. Her story became one of redemption, a reminder that temptation may shake us, but it does not have to define us. That heartbreak may wound us, but it can also rebuild us. And that healing comes not from clinging to fleeting emotions, but from embracing patience, faith, and the hope of something more eternal. And so, dear listener, as you close your eyes tonight, remember Nora's journey, a path of virtue tested, of temptation faced, of heartbreak endured, and of redemption embraced. Her story whispers gently that progress is more precious than perfection, that sincerity will always outshine illusion, and that in every wound there lies the seed of growth. Rest now, with hope in your heart and peace in your soul, for like Nora, you too are stronger than your sorrows, and destined for light beyond the night.